Life right now is tough for a lot of Aussie homeowners.
We need a new car, we need this, we need that, and we need to build a house.
Everything's broken.
I can't afford to do it up.
We're trying really hard to have kids for a long time. Now we have no room.
Well, that's all about to change.
It's gonna make some dreams come true.
6 homeowners got one massive surprise that will change their lives forever.
Hello.
You are getting your dream home.
It's ridiculous. It's insane. We're literally the luckiest people in the world.
Welcome to Dream Home. It's going to take a lot of trust because you will not be renovating your own homes.
Oh my God.
You will be renovating the houses of the other couples.
All the carpet.
It feels like a dirty dog. I'm surprised that she lives in it like this, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
But we're not just talking about renovation. We're talking total transformation.
She's going to be so stoked.
And each week, your work will be judged by 3 industry experts.
The judge is going to walk in and go, yep, winners.
Not just renovating each other's homes,
We are delivering Brad and Mel's dream home.
but changing their lives. But it's going to be a roller coaster of emotion.
Got really bad news. The site is shut down as of now.
There is a giant hole where our lounge room should be.
And we can't even get on site.
We're here to win it. Like, we're not mucking around.
It is a competition, but it's also someone's dream home.
This whole past week has led to tonight,
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
where we reveal the most life-changing transformations.
The volume and space is phenomenal.
Wow.
You won't believe the final result.
It's really gorgeous.
Then it's Judgment Day.
I'm going to cry if they love it. I will cry if they hate it.
Some of your choices, they loved. Other choices, they questioned.
Did they look at us when you said that?
Get ready for a night of competition.
So to me, this was pretty close to perfection.
Yeah.
Deep breaths. Here comes Simon's feedback.
Just don't think you hit the mark there.
I just don't think it works.
And there was nothing bold or inspirational about it.
Wow.
Hold on, it's a massive night ahead.
Why did you get so squeezed in that living room?
Ask the boys.
This is Dream Home. After almost 3 weeks of blood, sweat and paint at Watsonia and Northcote, it all comes down to this moment. Here come our judges. Leading the charge is expert 3 birds renovator, Lana Taylor. Next is internationally renowned and award-winning interior designer, Rosie Morley. And last, but certainly not least, one of Australia's biggest buyer's agents, specialising in luxury homes, Simon Cohen. And a couple of weeks ago, this intimidating trio headed for the suburbs of Melbourne to a gutted building site in Northcote.
Look at this, huh?
Oh my
it's a
gosh.
legit building site.
It is. So welcome to Brad and Mel's place.
Oh my God, what an entrance.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where is the rest of the house?
Where is the house?
The facade only.
There's no floors, there's no walls, there's no windows,
I see a lot of earth.
there's no ceilings.
This is definitely not a cosmetic renovation. This is massive.
Yeah.
It's major.
Yeah.
And now the judges are back to see what our couples have managed to pull together to create Brad and Mel's dream home.
Brad and Mel's house.
We're back.
Once upon a time, Brad and Mel bought this old 3-bedroom cottage in Northcote. 17 years and 4 teenagers later, and their home was bursting at the seams.
This room gives me a great deal of anxiety. So much stuff, 6 people in the house and just no storage.
With all the bedrooms filled up with kids,
This is our bedroom with 3 walls.
Brad and Mel moved themselves into the old dining room.
I would really just love a wall. A wall to close in a room.
But space isn't the only issue.
We have an oven here that doesn't work.
Their house is falling apart before their very eyes.
Yeah, this home really needs a renovation.
But just at a roadblock for 6 years on not being able to afford to do it. It's heartbreaking. It's just the kids saying, well, oh no, I'm not going to bring my friends over, Mum. No way.
That's why 2.5 weeks ago, Brad and Mel handed over their home to 6 total strangers. Jacinta and Jordan, Taylor and Ellie, and parents of twins Hannah and Johnny, who created the first rooms to go under the judge's microscope.
Here's Johnny!
Hannah and Johnny were in charge of the bedroom for Brad and Mel's 18-year-old son, budding muso Bennett.
We have a arch desk, we have our beautiful high cabinets, and we have the bed stage.
While the bedroom had a few setbacks,
Definitely unstable, yeah, 100%. And you'll definitely have to repair this.
it was their living room that caused most of the headaches. Their living room was stuck in the mud for days, and the delays kept piling up.
Fireplace guy has called. Long story short, the fireplace is going to arrive 2 days before reveal. If we lose any more control, we're not even going to have a room finished.
Ready?
Let's go.
All right, it's still the same front door, but let's see what's inside.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. This wasn't here last time.
This was dirt and mud.
Wow.
Without it being the same address, I wouldn't believe this is the same home.
We were looking at dump holes like a split second ago. This is quite incredible.
Remembering this is a house of 6 people, right?
Yep.
It's got to have that hangout, livability. I'm loving the space for the couch.
I do love the sofa, I gotta say. It is a great shape, a great size. It's positioned to see out to the yard, which will be fantastic, and obviously through to the TV.
I can't look at the furniture without first taking in the envelope. I mean, we're looking at quite a significant pitch.
Yep.
The daylight, penetration, and the extent of glazing.
Space is
is
phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
Phenomenal. So I'm going to ask you, because we all agree we love the volume in the space. What do we think about the styling?
It's these 2 chairs that are just bothering me a little. The heavy blackness, they don't look very inviting. These chairs are just not quite the style for me. They're a bit too masculine, bachelor pad.
But, come on, credit, they've added a whole fireplace. We love it.
Okay, I love the curb. Looks gorgeous.
And it's just a real great, focal point for everyone hanging out.
Oh, absolutely.
But gosh, it feels like a luxury to
does.
have one, particularly when it looks like this.
You know what? From a value add perspective, creating this space and creating a proper living room that leads onto the garden is game-changing for this house. And I think from what we saw to what this house is now worth, you're looking at a double value add in what these guys have done.
I think the family are going to be so excited.
It is just an amazing change, from what we saw in this house before. I do not know how 6 people lived in this house. They're not going to know themselves now. Imagine 6 people deciding to watch one show. How does that go down?
but every couple had more than one space to complete this week. And Hannah and Johnny's second room belongs to Brad and Mel's 18-year-old son, Bennett. Like his dad, music is his life. And looking at his room, there were the essentials. A bed, drawers, a desk. But where's the rockstar personality? Now, let's see what the judges think of his reimagined room.
Ooh, wow. This is epic. Wow.
Wow.
This has the wow factor.
The step.
Yeah.
It's making a real moment. It feels studio apartment. I love it.
I am loving this little desk over here. Very clever. It's simple, but it just works.
Yeah, there's a level of focus by creating an arch at the desk point. And being in direct alignment with the entry door does give greater sense of depth on arrival.
Depth on arrival, don't we love that? And no, we do. We love depth on arrival.
And my God.
And I love the way the bed's been styled, in that it does look like what you would expect a teenage boy capable of doing. This bed feels like he can make it. He can jump around this side, jump around that side, and it looks relaxed and it looks comfy. And you just want to sort of jump into it. But that ledge, I have to say, I feel like it's an aeroplane tray that you drop down. It's such a shame.
So
Everything
right.
is so bold. Look at the bold bed head. What is the side table?
It's weird.
And the alignment with that light, it's way too high. You really want a reading light. So the relationship between light, storage, power, and lighting controls is all off.
That is disappointing, but I will say, everything else I think is just super cool. I think this guy's going to be happy to bring people into his bedroom, and he's going to really enjoy the space.
Coming up, our judges cast their eye over Brad and Mel's house.
This is a cool kitchen.
This is the wow we were looking for.
Wow.
And later,
What's going on?
Hello there.
our renovators come face to face with the judges. And while one couple comes top of the class,
Did they look at us when you said
it's the homeowners that are the real winners.
Already.
The tears.
Yeah, just emotional.
In Northcote, Melbourne, Brad and Mel now have a brand new, bright and spacious living room that I reckon their massive family of 6 will fall in love with. The next rooms to be inspected belong to Ellie and her sister, Taylor.
We're here to win.
We're definitely here to win, 100%.
The girls took the main bathroom and Spencer's bedroom. And Taylor's first idea was to save the heritage ceiling rose.
Oh, this is our one.
And her styling for the bedroom was based around a feature painting.
We're basically gifting Spencer his first piece of artwork. I know that like 16-year-olds don't love that, but like I do.
Which she was very secretive about.
Is your piece of art here?
Yes.
had a look?
I'm not going to tell you which one it is.
I'm not surprised.
For their bathroom, despite Brad and Mel wanting a separate toilet for their kids, Taylor and Ellie kept the bathroom layout as one, deciding instead to split it into zones.
Toilet will be in behind here, and we will have the shower in here. Have your little shower. Woo-hoo-hoo.
But it was Taylor's decision
Then there'll be the secret door.
to build a secret door between Spencer's bedroom and the bathroom that created the most controversy.
I think it's a bit weird to give a 16-year-old boy a secret door to the bathroom. Guess we'll see what the judges think.
We sure will, Jacinta.
Like I'm floating away, but I'm so ready.
Are we at the same house?
Oh my God. Oh my goodness. There's so much I love.
That is fantastic. Wow, what a significant uplift. You can't deny it.
It's just a huge difference.
Yeah.
I know this was his old room, but like I feel like he's gonna feel like he's in a completely brand new room. It's totally reimagined. I mean, it's definitely gonna be something they love.
The level of light that's coming in here, just the general lightness and ambience, as a whole, feels significantly better.
You know what I do love? The ceiling heights are beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, that's lovely. I've noticed this rose ceiling feature, that's a nice touch.
It's a nice ode to the heritage of the building and salvaging what they could. I mean, that's really thoughtful. I like that. It's understated for a 16-year-old. Can I expand on that?
You know, I would love nothing more.
Yeah.
Please.
You're going to
Please.
anyway, Rosie. Please
expand.
It wasn't a question.
Yeah.
Like, you wouldn't walk in and think this has nailed it for a 16-year-old child. This is something that feels quite neutral. You know, it could be anyone's room. I actually, personally, don't mind it for myself.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm a
I
little
hate
more
to
than
break
16
the
years.
news to you. You're not 16 anymore.
Oh, look, hey.
Maybe that's why you like it.
I don't think it feels young enough. I don't think it feels 16-year-old.
colours are right.
I've got a 16-year-old and this feels too mature.
Where's the Taylor, like Miranda Kerr poster going? You know what I mean? In this room, it's
I think that's
it's
so
a bit
2000s.
too old.
You're showing your age there.
But then, of all the art in the room, it's this piece which I feel does not really tie in
Dear God.
with everything else
It
in
really
size, in style, in colour.
I'll give credit that they've managed to put a desk in. So with limited space and 4 kids in this house, at least they can study in their own room. I'll give credit on that they've put wardrobes in, which some people would forget to do. What's the wardrobe space like?
Let's have a look. I think it's
All
pretty
right,
good.
that's good.
Look at that.
Drawers and hanging, I like that.
Drawers and hanging.
You think this one's floor to ceiling?
This is nice.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Check it out.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
wow.
Wow. This is
Wow.
the wow we were looking for.
Wow.
Oh, I love a sneaky door.
It's the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
You girls are actually not normal.
Oh, we're so normal. You're not normal.
so
Who doesn't know Narnia?
All right. I'm guessing this is the shared bathroom because we've got double sinks and heaps of space. It feels big. Someone can be in the shower while someone's brushing their teeth. There's storage. And I'm loving these tiles. They've really brought a European vibe into this bathroom. It's cool.
I must admit, this room feels warm. And with the wall sconces, great choice. Just the warmth, it's just radiating. I feel like I'm in the sun.
You know what I like is the planning. They haven't done that classic everything to a corner. They've done this T intersection here, and that often alludes to so much more space when you pull walls away from the perimeter.
There's heaps of storage for a bathroom.
Yeah. And the natural light and the ceiling height, so rare.
But Brad and Mel's brief was all about making this livable for a family of 6. And the girls have done a beautiful job aesthetically. I really do think they've
beautiful.
created
I
a
love it.
dream bathroom. But practically, for 4 teenagers, plus I think guests, I'm worried with how practical it is. So here's the toilet in here. I don't know which of the kids are going to be comfortable to be in there while everyone's hustling and bustling.
And with the constant surveillance of the brother next door.
They need to put some locks on these
Are you
doors
sure there's no
real
lock
quick.
on there? Just check.
I mean,
just check. Maybe it's coming. Maybe it's coming, the lock. No.
It's his
So
private
that needs a
bathroom that
lock.
the family...
I mean, also, I'm just going to throw it out there. You can see through this door, so he's going to hear everything that's going on in here.
That feels like a massive privacy issue.
I don't know if they should have put one kid as an ensuite and the other 3 having to come in and out without any privacy. That's a concern.
Yeah, look, I think the secret door was a cool idea and we all went, wow. But then when it all unfolded, we realised everyone's in this bathroom. I think maybe there could have been a separate toilet at least. So it's beautiful, this bathroom, aesthetically gorgeous. I love so much of their choices, the details. But practically, for 4 teenagers, plus I think guests, I'm worried with how practical it is and how they've used the footprint.
The judges are at Brad and Mel's house in Northcote, and with half of the house now fully renovated, the final set of rooms to be inspected here belong to married couple Jacinta and Jordan. This week, they took on the kitchen and dining, which is part of the house extension.
It doesn't exist. We're standing right now in the kitchen.
Come in.
But a stumping issue.
From this point here to the end of your hallway, this has got to be level and it has to be rectified.
Saw their rooms delayed for days.
No one can be here.
Well, that's fun. Oh my God, no, you're actually serious, aren't you? How do I present to a room that doesn't exist? What the hell?
Muddy measurements created even more chaos.
155 out.
And the race to finish both of their rooms
Go down.
Just cracking my room.
almost ended in tears.
Okay.
Wow, this is just beautiful.
Wow. This is a cool kitchen.
I think it's an absolute knockout.
It just works, right?
Yeah, the flow and the layout is really successful.
What a layout. It's a winning layout, I gotta say. From the back bench to the island.
I am all for a big island bench. I think every family home has to have one.
And the scale of this island bench is really working.
The choice, often people put a sink on the island, but the choice has been to put it on the back bench here, but you've got the space to put both the cooktop and the sink. So I say, why not? It all still fits, and yet you've then got this big expanse for the family and for entertaining. That is a big tick already. And the location of the fridge, I just want to say, I like it over there because people can come and go grab drinks and not get stuck
I like
in
that.
the heart of the kitchen, where it becomes a traffic jam. I love how accessible it is.
Everything fits. Nothing looks out of place. Everything fits.
The flow and the layout is really successful. This is what they wanted, and they've really nailed the brief.
I'm gonna just throw out my initial thoughts, right? It feels like a great family home, living, hanging out area. But I'm just not sure I'm vibing the colour palette.
Look, I gotta say, I almost, am I right in saying, just to be clear, it's not an optical illusion, these cupboards are a different colour to these cupboards. Are you seeing sort of purpley grey?
Yeah, I'm seeing, greeny, aqua and purpley grey.
It's not right.
It almost looks like a mistake that they've just not matched the right colours.
I'm not sure why.
Rosie, you
that
don't
choice.
feel like though it's a different style to the rest of the house?
Yeah, I think the planning is excellent. You know, the level of storage, the functionality. But in terms of an identity, a character, I think that it's all a little bit too light.
I absolutely understand all the points we've identified, but I think Brad and Mel are absolutely going to see this as their dream kitchen. It is a dream. Brad and Mel didn't even have an oven that worked. They've now got that, they've got the built-in microwave.
They're going to be blown away, guys.
I actually am really happy with the kitchen, and I'm channeling Brad and Mel. They're going to die.
But every couple had more than one space to complete this week. And Jacinta and Jordan's second was the dining room. Now, meals at Brad and Mel's place used to be at this table, which was squeezed into a corner of their kitchen, because the old dining room was actually being used as a bedroom. Safe to say, there's no more breakfast in bed for this family.
What have they done besides bought a dining room table and put 2 pieces of art up? I mean, this is boring.
Well, I mean, I think a dining room's a hard one to be, you know, to have done much more. You know, yes, there are some things they could have done differently, but what do we think are the big things missing?
Firstly, the art on the wall. They could have done something far more dramatic or exciting or inspiring. They could have done a beautiful rug to turn this into an actual separate room. They could have done a small console under this window with some storage and maybe a little bar on top of it.
But I think the missing ingredient here, or the missed opportunity here, is this wall. You've got a 90 stud cavity here. Why wouldn't you have utilised this expanse for either a slot or niche or recess? Something to hold a big dining table.
Just English that down for me. What would you have built there?
A very shallow articulation to this wall.
So I'm going to go a niche.
Yeah, a level of built form onto this wall.
Yeah, so in terms of a niche, we're talking about a built-in shelf built into the plaster.
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
The missed opportunity for me is building something in, being intentional, approaching it with character as opposed to just arranging some loose furniture.
You're a family of 6, you got 4 kids. Does this feel like where you're going to be having dinner every night?
No, it's got a bit of a boardroom feel to me. So the choices there, I just think, oh, it doesn't scream family get together.
This one could be easy to judge.
Yeah, I think it's going to be easy to judge.
Yeah.
Still to come, our couples brace themselves for the feedback.
I got the shock of my life.
To me, this was pretty close to perfection.
It lacked styling, warmth, and I hate to say this week, just creativity.
No pressure.
Stand tall, unbreakable, hearts open wide.
The Dream Home judges are in Melbourne, and after casting their eye over Brad and Mel's house, they're now in Ellie's rundown house in Watsonia.
Wow.
Where the Dream Home cyclone had well and truly blown in, completely transforming Ellie's old brick house.
I think the hero of this space is the shag carpet. At the start, it used to make me feel itchy. I honestly don't do a lot of cooking because I don't really enjoy being in here. The house at the moment is in its original condition. It's never been touched. I'm not a long person, but I can almost touch the inside. We just can't fit in it and live in it the way that we want to right now. Since we bought the house, obviously for everyone, interest rates have climbed. We are at that age where we want to start a family, we want to get married, we want to have, a beautifully renovated home, but it's just difficult right now to be able to afford everything.
2.5 weeks after the reno started, and the judges are back to see just what the first half of this house has morphed into.
All right, guys, Ellie's house.
Ooh, I wonder what's waiting for us inside. Yeah,
Can we have a look?
I can't wait.
Ladies first.
Ooh.
The first rooms to be given the once-over were created by brothers Reese and Liam. The tradies felt immediately at home on the building site. They took on the dining room, but also wanted to give Ellie a huge kitchen.
That's your 600 there.
So after taking 2 metres off the living room, they put their tradie skills to good use. And while their show-stopping kitchen soared, a little crack almost saw it crumble.
That stone got a crack in it.
This is very cool.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Wow, I'm speechless.
Now Ellie has a ridiculously awesome kitchen.
I am impressed.
I'm in love. I love this.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm impressed. I really am. The boys have really surprised me this week. Thought has gone into this, and you walk in straight away and it feels impressive.
I mean, if we just start with the island, that island bench is an absolute wow. And Ellie and Taylor are going to be over the moon when they see it.
And how could you not be?
It's great. I love the colour. I love the shape. I love the size. This is so minimalist, and I'm trying to work out what is missing. But it is the cooktop. Where is the cooktop? I mean, we've got the oven. What is that?
The invisible cooktop. Induction technology. Right here. It's like magic. Actual wizardry. Really smart, and when you're not using it, you have all this real estate back.
That is amazing. I have never seen that in the flesh.
Well, big tick there. And I have to say, I love this finish that they've done along the wall here.
Spot the Tyler in the team.
Yeah. I think it looks luxe, it looks expensive, it's got a great shine to it.
It is expensive. Look at the detail. That is completely flush with the underside being the timber veneer. That's a really difficult detail to achieve. It's an impeccable job. It returns around, meets the wall. It's so neat. You can't fault that.
Well, let's see what's in the butler's pantry.
Let's go. I'm liking this.
Ooh, it leads you around. It's
That's
quite
nice.
soft. I like that a lot.
Yeah. Hey, wow, there's a big space back here.
She didn't have one before, but on Ellie's wish list was a butler's pantry.
This is an impressive little secret spot.
If Ellie had a storage problem, she won't have one anymore. Now she's got cupboards for days.
Look, I know Ellie wanted a butler's, but a butler's often involves the sink. It often involves a second dishwasher. Maybe there's one here, I'm not sure. But I don't think she thought just pure storage. And then through here, we've got the laundry.
Ellie's old laundry was, well, a laundry. Not much else you can say about it, really.
Let's have a little look.
But Ellie's new laundry is a bit fancy, if you ask me. However, does look like it shrunk a little in the wash.
Okay. Also, always some beautiful tiling work. I love it. But this feels exceptionally small for the size of home.
Oh, it's tiny. I mean, to have all of this space and make that tiny bit your laundry in what's going to be a family home, I just don't think it works.
Reese and Liam also took on Ellie's dining room this week. Ellie's dining table was literally outside.
So, guys, there is a dining room.
So the fact that it's inside is already a massive improvement.
I love the pitch ceiling, the skylights, but that dining table, it's not the right shape and size.
Oh, massively wrong. There's so much wasted space on both sides, and a long six-seater along here would have made like the world of difference.
And it's really cramping all this space.
Yeah, The real estate cost there was really at the expense of the overall living space.
That island bench is an absolute wow, but I think it's all too tight.
Yeah.
Overall, great kitchen. They have nailed it.
Yeah, it's fantastic. But I'm telling you, Ellie is going to flip out
Yeah.
when she comes in here. And so will Taylor, because it met her brief. We all knew it was Taylor's brief, not Ellie's. That
We
was
did.
clear. And so I think they're both going to love it.
Yeah.
Our esteemed judges are in Ellie's half-completed dream home in Melbourne. And the next rooms in the firing line belong to married couple Peter and Lara.
Wow, wow, wow!
The pressure was on Peter and Lara to create an amazing guest bedroom and Ellie's dream living room, which was in the open plan area shared with Reese and Liam.
Is there any way of shrinking your island?
We already shrunk it heaps.
Losing 2 metres of space to the boys meant their living room became
so small.
And this seismic issue took its toll.
Thought it'd be a bit easier than this.
Here we are.
Here we go.
Wow. Okay.
Love
I like
that.
this.
The mirror.
Yeah.
I love it. I would love coming home to this every day.
I'm speechless.
Well, I gotta say, space-wise, they've added a heap of value to this house because we've got so much more usable space than we had before.
Absolutely, they've extended the house. I mean, I remember standing in this space when there was no roof on. Remember, it was the beautiful day. I like the feeling in this space. The moment I walked in, I feel like I want to spend time in this space. I really do. And I do love the main colour palette of, you know, red and green is the starting point, and they're complementary colours on the colour wheel. That's why it works, and they've all just been toned down and muted into the beautiful olive bush green and the sort of terracotta-y rust reds that we just see repeated around the room.
The photos, a cute touch. The fake olives, I'm not sure, and
No, they're
grapes.
beads. They're beads.
Oh,
They're not
beads.
They're not grapes. They're beads.
But it matches your outfit. But is it me, or does this room feel, for what it should be and the size of this whole area, does it feel a little tight?
I was about to say that. You look at the height and the skylight, you think, okay, this is a generous space, but it's actually not.
It's so close to the TV.
It's all a little bit, yeah, it's a bit squishy. I mean, really, this feels like it needs a good metre more, especially for the size of this television.
I tend to agree, but I think there are just some easy little fixes to happen here. I do think moving the furniture a little bit over this way, a little bit back here, and a little bit like this.
Please don't break into Dan Tutu.
No, not yet. We just need, what, like half a metre is all it needs.
I agree. Push it back.
And I just feel, guys, there's just a lot of different design elements happening in here. You know, you've got this modern table, you've got this Scandi couch, you've got one feature wall there and another feature wall there. It's a lot. Like, what are you feeling about the styling of this room?
Yeah, it's a little bit of a hot mess back here. You've got a long wall, but then there's a lot of finishes. So you've got a window and then tiles, fireplace stone, TV, another window. It's all just, it's a bit confusing to look at.
I mean, I like everything separately. I'm just not sure they work together. All right, off we go.
Peter and Lara also had to bring to life a guest bedroom. Ellie's old spare room was pretty basic, complete with shag pile carpet. But how will the new curvy bedroom go down with the judges?
Okay, Peter and Lara's bedroom. Oh my God.
It looks really good.
It's really gorgeous.
Bye-bye uninspiring room. And hello curve.
I love it.
I would love to stay in this room. I really like this room. And for me, the star is what they've done on the walls and the ceiling. I love the curve, and the uplights are really warm, and it's
Very
just
clever.
creating this warm glow.
You need no art there just because it's a feature in itself.
Well, yeah, it's drawing attention to the curve. So I think it was a very clever decision.
There's some really great detailing happening here. Just the level of thought that's gone into how that joinery has stopped short of the ceiling.
Yep.
Just gives the illusion that this is almost like a cave, you know, that it travels beyond the joinery, and that's what gives it a level of quality.
And then when I look to you, Simon, and behind you, it's all these curves in this sculptural piece of wall art, which is really nice. It does soften the space, and to me, it ties back beautifully with the curve in the ceiling and the joinery.
They've really turned it into, I think, a luxe feeling third bedroom. I think it's got style. I think they've thought out the box. It feels expensive. It really does.
Who doesn't love this?
In Melbourne, the judges have oohed and ahed their way through Ellie's reinvented home.
Take me to the planet Stella, you love it.
And the final rooms on the judges' tour belong to fellow Victorians and parents of four, Brad and Mel.
What's the best way to use a freaking measuring tape? Seriously.
I think it's fair to say, from the get-go, our rookie renovators, Brad and Mel, had little to no idea what they were doing.
That's not right.
1.5 metres.
Taking on a bedroom and the main bathroom.
Yeah, you just grab the...
But their lack of experience didn't stop them making big changes to the floor plan.
So the toilet's not in the bathroom?
No.
Which meant they were putting in the bathroom the night before reveal.
Should we try and get this bath out? It's heavy, though. I feel concerned. Bathroom's still, like, being plumbed. It's intense.
While they had wins in their guest bedroom, their bathroom almost went down the toilet.
It's actually a disaster.
Ooh. Oh, hello. Wow. Oh, my God. I love it.
Another no-frills room has been transformed into something a bit fancy.
You just walk through a little portal there. I
like this.
The mirror.
Yeah.
Gorgeous detail.
That it matches. Look, all the way along.
Yeah, and above. I actually think that's really strong.
That's brilliant.
Well, that's a good start for the Reno rookies.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's a very small footprinted room, high ceilings, but there's a level of intimacy that feels good.
It does feel intimate.
It does. But it is a guest bedroom, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Is that you saying it feels small?
No, it was me saying that we're standing close to each other.
There's been some really great moves made in this very compact space. The colour, the softness, the light, just collectively, it's all very layered and welcoming.
The colour's beautiful,
Yeah.
absolutely beautiful.
I'm pleasantly surprised.
I just got to fix up those pillows.
Yeah, knew that was
Euro
gonna
pillows.
happen.
See, these Euros, they're just too
Here we go
too
again.
thin.
Here we go, yeah.
And they're diagonal, let me just fix this up a bit. The big thing it needs, guys, is if I pull back this is going to make all the difference.
Look at it go.
Can you see if you reveal the white underneath, it's so much nicer. Look at that. Already more inviting.
All right, well, can we go judge the next room, please?
All right, let's do that.
Brad and Mel's second room was the bathroom, which needed desperate help. Not a lot of people love a 70s brown bathroom, but these little time capsules are still dotted across the country. And Ellie's former home certainly played host to one.
Okay, Brad and Mel's bathroom.
That is fantastic.
Yep, the old brown bathroom has been flushed away and this brand new beauty has taken its place.
Immediately you look up, don't you? How lovely is it seeing a square of sky?
I love it. I do love the ceiling. It feels great just because of the height. Isn't it amazing?
A little less impressive for me as you cast the eye down.
This exact style of bathroom was being done 10 years ago. I don't think they have reinvented the wheel by any stretch of the imagination.
One really weird thing I have to point out.
I know what you're going to say because it's staring me in the face.
The shower.
What is with the height of that?
Shower. It's like, what is it doing at that height?
Or
it's
isn't
a naughty
it?
shower
Yeah, it's a
or
naughty
it's a doggy shower.
That's a handheld, right? So if you're going to be holding it in your hand, who cares where it's
No,
naked?
it's not. If you don't want to wash your hair, you don't want your hair wet, you're going to have to be like,
okay,
oh,
yeah.
let me just do this.
All right.
It's in the wrong spot, Lana. Come on. It really should be on this wall.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
It just doesn't bother me as much as it bothers you guys. Isn't that strange? I think it's because I like so much else about the bathroom. They've delivered on the brief of what Ellie wanted, which was a lot of naturals, a lot of warmth. They've delivered on that. And I love the feeling. This feels warm to me and natural and a bit day spa-ish, even if that's been around for a while. I think it feels nice.
Brad and Mel's final space is the extra powder room they created. In Ellie's old house, there was a dingy separate toilet with some pretty out-of-date touches.
The sliding door.
Sliding door.
Oh.
Okay. Oh my God.
Wow.
Wow.
The old throne has been thrown out and Brad and Mel have given Ellie a shiny new one.
On balance, you sort of read and think it's a nice, warm niche as far as powder rooms go. But I can't take my eyes off that join line between the stone.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they tried to do that on the back wall. Don't make a feature out of behind your toilet. That's usually not something to make a feature out of. I just would have continued the tiles around. And when you put the size of that bathroom with this powder room together overall, it's a large footprint for what's in it. That's taking up a lot of floor space. So I just want to know, where have they taken that space from?
I'll tell you where, guys. They've taken space from this room to create a toilet. This space is now quite small, so I truly, truly hope they've made the right decision.
It's judgment time, and our couples have headed back to the converted church in Melbourne's Collingwood and are praying for some good feedback from the experts.
I'm gonna cry if they love it. I will cry if they hate it. Either way, I am crying.
I just want to know, good or bad, if we're on the right track.
We don't expect that we're going to receive a 10 for anything. But if we had some 7s, 8, I'd love a 9, 9.5.
We don't usually get designer feedback on our work.
Normally it's just the client. They either say they love it or they don't.
And you say, well, you chose it, so it's your own fault, lady. Pretty much. What's going on?
Oh, hello there. You guys look refreshed, you look invigorated. It is not what I'd expect after what has been the week of all weeks to start off this competition. What's with all the smiles? Have we not worked you hard enough?
Nah.
We're resilient.
This is where the smile should be directed, because it is their scoring tonight that will decide how you are placed in this competition. Our judges, Lana, Simon and Rosie, have been out to both houses and have run their expert eyes over every detail of your rooms. Some of your choices they loved. Other choices They, how can I say this? Questioned?
Did they look at us when you said that?
Now, Brad and Mel, this has been your first time renovating ever. How would you describe it?
It's probably been the hardest thing that we've done in our lifetime, even harder than birthing 4 children.
Wow.
We weren't there for that.
Yeah.
Whoa.
We'll have to take your word for it.
Yeah.
Brad and Mel, I'm sure you're pretty eager to find out exactly what's been done at your house, right?
It'd be amazing. Yeah. We'll be happy with anything. Yeah.
Does this just make you so excited to see what these guys have done to your house tomorrow?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't wait. We're
Can't
so pumped and overwhelmed.
Ellie, you and Taylor, you laid out quite a few criteria. Are you feeling confident that's happened?
Look, if I was on the other side without my sister, I wouldn't be able to tick those boxes. Either way, it's going to be a massive improvement. My partner and I we're absolutely thrilled to have anything, so we'll be grateful no matter what.
That's great.
Yeah.
It's really good.
So blowing the designer socks off our 3 discerning judges, it will not be easy. Tonight, they will give you the all-important scores that will determine your ranking in this competition. The couple's renovating Brad and Mel's Northcote home. Hannah and Johnny. You were tasked with reimagining the living room and a teenage boy's bedroom. Simon?
I think that bedroom was just fresh and cool.
Right, thank you.
I was very impressed with the fact that you created 2 separate spaces for their teenager in there. They've got a place to sleep and they've got a specialised desk, study, play on your laptop area. And I think to do that in a small bedroom is incredibly imaginative.
Yeah.
The only thing, that aeroplane side mirror seemed all very odd for me, but I certainly was impressed.
Thank you.
Lana, let's hear your thoughts.
The lounge room. Well done. I loved it. The fireplace. Wow. What a feature. It looks so luxurious, so expensive.
I loved the fireplace. I loved how a family could walk in there and really see themselves living in that space.
Wow.
Mel, you have trigger words. When someone says fireplace, that.
That's mind blown.
If I had to say anything, the style choices really brought it down. Those chairs to me didn't quite fit in with the vibe you were going for. The black leather wasn't really the style.
There were a couple of design faux pas. However, on balance, it was a really beautiful, calm, serene space. Well done. It was really great.
Good job, babe.
I'm pretty happy that negative feedback was just a couple of things. I'm pretty proud of what we've done and what we've accomplished, and now the hard part will be continuing this shock factor or the wow factor moving forward.
Taylor and Ellie, you were responsible for a teenage boy's bedroom and main bathroom. Lana, let's hear your feedback first.
Girls, well done. In the 16-year-old boy's bedroom, the colour palette, gorgeous. The high ceilings are just amazing and such a feature, and I think you really made a feature out of it with that beautiful ceiling rose.
When Lana mentioned the ceiling rose and we'd restored it and moved it, I just heard this gasp. Brad and Mel, that clearly meant a lot to them. All of that time and money that went into that was worth it.
Loved all the storage, but when I opened one of the cupboard doors, I got the shock of my life. stepping through to a bathroom from the bedroom. Wow. What? It felt like The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, a Narnia bathroom. Oh my goodness. If you thought that sounded great, once we got into the space, wow. I loved the tiles, the tapware. It's the type of bathroom I would love in my home.
Oh, wow. Already.
The tears.
Yeah, just emotional.
All right. Simon, over to you.
Starting with the bedroom, for me, it felt like a display suite. You were designing a 16-year-old's bedroom, and it didn't feel like a 16-year-old bedroom at all. But as I went into the bathroom, I have to say I was blown away. The tiles, the fixtures, the sinks, everything was spot on.
Sinks.
Brad and Mel, hearing about that bathroom, how do you feel about it being the one bathroom for the 4 teenagers?
There's 2 sinks. I mean, I hear harmony and I hear peace, and we're so grateful.
The bathroom, wow. However, the access, whilst at first I thought, wow, that is absolutely genius, there isn't a seal. There's going to be an acoustics issue that just might be a bone of contention in a big family.
Are you suggesting that teenage boys might be loud in the bathroom, Rosie, by any chance?
No, not your boy. Did you ladies consider putting in the separate toilet?
I really wanted to provide a secondary master, having the option to be able to very easily convert that into secondary master downstairs. That was basically really up there for me, because I think it adds a lot of value to a home. I know you're like, what did you do?
It is a strong reaction from you, Mel. What's going through your mind?
Sorry, I just heard you say downstairs.
We're not saying anything further around your house. All right, let's move on to our next couple, shall we? Jordan and Jacinta. You were in charge of the kitchen and the dining areas. Deep breaths. Here comes Simon's feedback.
For me, the kitchen was incredibly well thought out. I think any family is going to walk in there and they're going to say, I can really work in this kitchen, my family can hang out in this kitchen.
I could not have designed a more practical layout. It's just how a family moves through that space was perfect. It was really textbook perfect. However, the overall style was so pleasing, but to the extent of being so neutral. There was a lack of design oomph. There was a lack of boldness for me.
The one thing, you used 2 different coloured cabinet colours. There was a grey, which to me looked a bit lilac, because you've put this sort of mint sage green cabinetry above this splashback window. I don't think it works. I would have picked one colour and gone with that.
Yeah, that green was me trying to put a wow factor, you know, because we weren't sure, like, this is our first time renovating, doing anything like this.
It was hard. So
Yeah.
hearing that, I understand, but you did a really good job.
It's an amazing kitchen,
It's
though. It's amazing. They didn't have that space for so long.
We did it like in 3 days.
Literally.
3 days I
Last
had
minute.
to piece that together. I'm a brow specialist. I'm not a designer.
You've got great brows. 10 out of 10.
Okay. With your dining space, guys, look, I think that it was fine, it was okay, but it wasn't great. No. It was quite simple.
So perhaps a little bit underdone there.
I do feel like it was a bit of an afterthought. And I think a family with 4 kids wants a place to sit down and have their meals and hang out and feel relaxed. And I just don't feel like it was a relaxed space at all. I definitely think it lacked styling, warmth, and I hate to say this week, just creativity.
I love our dining room. So I kind of feel like my confidence isn't killed, but my confidence in handing it over to the judges is kind of like, I know you're not gonna like it, but I like it.
At the church in Melbourne, the judges have given their 2 cents on the new rooms at Brad and Mel's house in Northcote.
Brad and Mel are so stunning. So cute. Like, didn't actually matter if we were getting bad feedback. They were just so happy.
So grateful,
yeah.
What are you most excited to see in your new house?
Most excited?
Everything. I'm most excited to see everything.
All right, now it's time to travel across town to Ellie's home. We're going to start with you, Brad and Mel.
Wow.
Wow, indeed.
Can you hold my hand, please?
Hearing the other couples get their feedback will give me the little bit of insight that I've been dying to have on what's happening over at my house.
Brad and Mel, you tackled the guest bedroom and the bathroom. First, let's see what Simon says.
Jeez.
Well, let's start with that guest bedroom. I think from the moment you walked in, it had a feeling of light, brightness, and I just feel quality. It felt expensive. It felt like a hotel room, and I reckon I could have spent the night there. So I think you nailed that room. Moving over to the bathroom, though, if I did spend the night, I would have to call a cab in the morning and go shower at a real hotel, because I just don't think you hit the mark there. I felt like I went into a bathroom that was dated and there was nothing bold or inspirational about it.
Where I thought it was really weak is the fixtures. So handheld showers. It was positioned at a really odd height.
Too low?
Far too low.
Okay.
Okay, Brad and Mel. I think these guys have judged it way too harshly. I think there is a lot to love about it. And that is the way it made me feel when I walked into it. It was warm. And when I think back to what the girls' brief was, what they asked for, it was a warm space with lots of natural colours and textures. And I think Ellie is really going to love it. But as for the separate toilet, if I look at the overall footprint of the 2 spaces, if it were me, I would have made it probably all one, because I'm not sure now what space you might have stolen from and what the knock-on effect or the domino effect is going to be. But overall, I genuinely think that the bathroom was a good start, particularly for rookie renovators.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Well, there you go, Brad and Mel. How do you feel?
I think we're relieved. And we tried to hit the brief as much as we read into it like it was like the scrolls, you know.
I think that brief is available on DVD if anyone wants to buy it. It's a collector's item. All right, let's move on to Lara and Peter. Your challenge this week was the guest bedroom and the living room.
Oh my God, I'm shaking.
Well, over to you, Simon.
Guys, I have to say that I think you did an incredible job on that bedroom. I think you took what could be a boring space and turned it into something very inviting. That curved ceiling I loved. It's something I wouldn't have thought about, and I just think it made an incredible difference.
What was particularly great was you used the uplights to draw attention to it as if it were artwork. So that was beautiful. A really gorgeous room that, yeah, I would certainly love to stay the night in.
Moving into the living room, as a whole, it felt really warm and inviting. However, looking at that rear wall, the use of different tiles, for me, I didn't really know where to focus, and my eye wasn't drawn anywhere in particular. It was all just a little bit light. And the space also felt a little cramped. The scale of the sofa to the television, that's a really big TV. And it's just like going into a cinema. Big screen, you get further away.
You got to shove that sofa back. I don't know how you're going to find a way to do it, but you're going to have to find a way, okay?
We're a little bit deflated after that.
The deflation for me doesn't come from like the styling elements. Completely take that on board, and that's all us. It's just the space issue that's the real kick in the guts.
Why did you get so squeezed in that living room?
Ask the boys.
Boys, why did they get so squeezed?
We made a massive kitchen.
Well, in renovation, apparently size may matter, because it's time to talk about this enormous kitchen produced by the boys. Reese and Liam, let's hear what Lana has to say.
Okay. Well, I think the kitchen is a knockout. Wow.
That kitchen in any home is going to be something that pleases the masses. Great looking kitchen.
We then went into the dining room. Loved the fact that you anchored the dining under the beautiful vaulted ceiling with the skylights. Fantastic. All that natural light is beautiful. What a great place for a dining table. But it was a little puzzling. You chose a round dining table, which is sort of as wide as it can be. With that width, it meant the couch couldn't go any further back. So it could easily be adjusted with a long table.
Dining table was like a crash and burn in a way. Clearly did not work, and they did not like it. So it's a learning curve.
All right, let's hear from Rosie.
Wow, that kitchen, when I laid eyes on that, I thought, these boys from Bris Vegas have a clue. I believe it was a real winner because I have never seen the invisible cooktop executed, and that, to me, was amazing. And I think that you were really brave and pioneering in exploring a technology that is hot off the press. So well done. The tiling on the elliptical range hood, I defect high caliber spaces all day, every day, and that was some of the best I've ever seen. It was impeccable. So to me, this was pretty close to perfection. And honestly, I underestimated you. Well done.
Wow.
Well done.
You just got the dream feedback for one of Australia's best designers. She said she learnt something from you guys. How does that feel?
Feels awesome.
Yeah, it feels good.
Fully stoked about that. And her saying that the workmanship was incredible, that really floats me boat.
It's awesome to hear.
You guys, in week one, have come out of the blocks absolutely firing. That's the feedback of dreams.
Yeah.
Ellie, how are you feeling hearing all this?
It doesn't feel like anyone's talking about my house. Like it's an out-of-body experience. But yeah, it sounds incredible. I can't wait to see it.
Well, it's not too far away. Tomorrow.
I know. Is your hand okay?
Well, we have reached that stage of the night. We've heard all of the judges' feedback now. It is time to reveal your scores. So, we've heard all of the judges' feedback. It's now time to reveal your scores that will determine your ranking in this competition.
No pressure.
Taylor and Ellie, you're first.
Great.
Guys, unfortunately, I think you missed the mark this week on the bedroom. It just didn't hit a 16-year-old's room for me. But walking into that bathroom, I really was blown away. And for that reason, I'm giving you an 8 out of 10.
Taylor and Ellie, that bathroom was just exquisite. I'm giving you a score of 8 out of 10.
Awesome. That's good. I think the styling in your bedroom let you down, but you more than made up for it with one of the most magnificent bathrooms I've ever seen. I'm giving you an 8.5.
Ooh, thank you. Thanks.
So, Taylor and Ellie, that brings your total score to 24.5 out of 30.
Happy with that? What I really loved about our feedback, that's literally given me a few clues on how I need to approach every single week now. Strong start.
Hannah and Johnny, I loved your studio apartment bedroom, and in the lounge room, I was really impressed. I'm giving you an 8 out of 10.
Thank
A lot better than what we thought.
Johnny, Hannah, the bedroom you guys created was really a knockout this week. I'm giving you an 8 out of 10.
Awesome.
The living room was a little nondescript. This week I'm giving you 7.5 out of 10.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Hannah and Johnny, that brings your total to 23.5.
I was surprised that there was only 1 point between us and the girls. I thought, given the level of expertise, I thought they'd soar ahead of us. Happy with that.
Well done, guys.
Well, Jordan and Jacinta, it's time to hear your scores.
The dining room fell short. However, it was made up by the high level of functionality and attention to detail in the kitchen. This week, I've given you a 7 out of 10.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Jacinta and Jordan, for a first-time kitchen renovation, you really nailed it. I'm giving you this week an 8 out of 10.
Thank you for that.
Thank you.
I really do think a lot of thought and effort and execution went into that kitchen, so I'm giving you an 8 out of 10.
Wow, better than I expected.
Yeah.
I won't cry this time, guys, it's all right.
That brings your total to 23.
Higher than I expected, based on the commentary.
It means it wasn't that bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I told you I'd cry. Either way, I was crying.
All right, Brad and Mel.
I really liked what you guys did in the bedroom this week. I think you executed it well. It felt luxurious. It felt like quality. Unfortunately, it felt like someone else did that bathroom. Your choice of finishes were not in today's world, and there was nothing bold or inspirational about it. And for that reason, this week, I'm giving you a 6.5 out of 10.
Thank you. Thanks, man.
Brad and Mel, I didn't love the bathroom. There were just too many critical errors. This week, I'm giving you a 6.5 out of 10.
Okay.
Thanks.
I loved the guest bedroom. You did a great job. I've given you a 7 out of 10.
Thank you.
That brings your total score to 20.
I don't feel surprised. It just doesn't feel good. We both put every ounce of energy into it.
But we learn. We'll get better.
Peter and Lara, I loved the guest bedroom. The softness was really well done, the curve, everything about it I loved. Living room fell a little short. It was cramped. That's why I'm giving you a 7.5 out of 10.
I loved your bedroom, the curves, the luxe feeling, the hotel vibes. So this week, I'm giving you an 8 out of 10.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Peter, Lara, I think with the living room this week, you just did too much in too little space. I'm giving you a 7 out of 10.
That brings your total score to 22.5.
Thank you. It only comes back to the fact that, like, we could have had more space.
Yeah.
And then maybe we would have got marked differently. I'm hoping now the boys can see what they did to get a cracker kitchen really affected us and our scoring.
Reese and Liam, the dining space, I think you know, was a real missed opportunity. The kitchen, on the other hand, wow, it really was fantastic. You delivered exactly what the girls wanted. And for that, I'm giving you an 8.5 out of 10.
Thank you.
Reese, Liam, I've got to tell you that kitchen was knockout. I'm giving you an 8.5 out of 10.
That kitchen, wow, you blew me away. And that is why I'm giving you a 9 out of 10.
Very nice. So that brings your total to 26 out of 30. Let's see where that places everyone on the leaderboard. Reese and Liam on top with 26.
How good.
Taylor and Ellie on 24.5. Hannah and Johnny on 23.5. It is crammed up the top.
Winning this week feels pretty
good.
good. It feels really good, actually. You're gonna love it. All that hard work paid off.
The kitchen literally was a knockout, like 100%. But I just prefer it if they win without it being thanks to somebody else's loss.
First house, first cycle, first lesson.
Now, Reese and Liam, because you have won the week, you've also won something else. Yeah. Each week, the highest scoring couple, the ones who deliver a knockout renovation with exceptional style, craftsmanship and functionality, will win the High Pages reward of $5,000 to add to next week's budget. Oh, yeah. How good. Plus, an additional $5,000 credit to use on a variety of different trusted tradies, sourced, of course, on High Pages. Oh, yeah.
How good.
So, Reese and Liam, you are the very first winners. Coming up. That is all yours. There's $5,000 cash. Now, that is all thanks to High Pages.
We will be using it very, very well, our prize. We will be very smart with that.
Yep.
And I think I owe this guy a beer. That can come out of the budget.
Now, remember, your goal each and every week is to stay above that yellow line and be in with a chance of winning $100,000 to take off their mortgage thanks to UE Insurance. So may your measurements be true, your tradies be reliable, and your arguments be on camera. Now, get renovating. Good luck. Get some sleep. See you soon.
Thank you.
See you next time.
Next time on Dream Home.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Ellie finally sees the first half of her new home,
Oh, that's such a good idea.
along with Brad and Mel.
Oh my.
In a truly life-changing moment.
So insane. I need to like donate organs or something.
Then back to work for the second half of the builds.
Just limbering up.
Our couples go bigger and bolder.
100% the competition's kicked in after last night.
But
It's really hard.
when you're pushed to breaking point,
Just buy some tiles for this room.
Some things are going to break.
I'm just feeling really rubbish.
Lyra's crook. I don't know if the stress is catching up with her.
And then
Talk to me.
is building the dream over
Oh, we hit his head.
for Johnny.
Johnny, are you okay? We need a medic. Can someone help Johnny?
This is Dream Home.